my personal experience with God is he loves everybody unconditionally, because it couldn't be anything else. Therefore, he's not requiring you to do anything to earn his favor, his blessing, or anything. That is purely limitless grace that gives you the blessing. The reality is most people have not come to realize that blessing and to come to realize how loving God is, because religion has made them fear him or reject him because they don't want an angry God who will punish his children. I mean, it's like if your child did something, is there anything they could do that you wouldn't forgive? Or is there anything they could do to make them not be your child anymore? From my perspective, no. They might do things that I disapprove of, that may be harmful to them and I wouldn't want them to do, but would I ever say they're not my children anymore? No. And I think if God asks us to forgive everybody and to pray for our enemies and bless our enemies, it would be totally hypocritical if he had not done that himself. But he has. And he already did that before the foundation of the world, to make sure that everyone could come back to that face-to-face place of innocence in love. Ephesians 1:4. And in the Mirror Bible, it's just a beautiful rendition of that, of this return to face-to-face innocence. Who made us innocent? He did. He declared us righteous. He made us the righteousness of God in Christ. There's nothing we could do to earn that, and there's nothing we could do to stop that. Where can I flee from the presence of God? David said, I go into Sheol, you're there. No one can escape the presence of God. Who can separate us from the love of God? And it goes through a whole list of things which can't separate us from the love of God, including everything that we may create or do. So I'm totally convinced that in the sense of judicial, anything judicial that happened on the cross and won't ever be repeated, so it's ended and mankind is innocent from God's perspective. Mankind has been born from above, resurrected from God's perspective, and he's just wanting them to come to a realization of it and not get into works to try and earn or perform it. And bottom line is, that is why most people are weary, because they don't know who they are and they're trying to discover who they are, either in a religious sense by religious observance or in a humanistic sense by works and effort of validating self. And none of that is necessary from God's perspective, because he wants us to rest, cease from our striving, be still and know that I'm God. Stop trying to do things from the tree of the knowledge of good and evil, and let's come back and follow the tree of life, where the fruit is always in season and God will never withhold it, and the gates of the New Jerusalem are always open, so anyone can come into and discover their identity by realization of the wonderful love of God, and realize that he is a loving God and that they are already forgiven and accepted on the basis of they're his children, not on the basis of any works-based system.